안녕하세요 여러분, 제가 티나입니다. Hello everyone, I am Tina. Today I'm going to be talking about a sketchbook cover that I made because I always see like pretty sketchbook covers in the store. I just kind of wanted to make one of my own, and I saw someone make their own and I was like, well, this can like be like my summer sketchbook. So today we're going to talk about how I made that. Now you can see all the ridiculous faces I make when I'm doing these voiceovers. So this is a real treat for you guys. It's a real treat. It's gonna be a real hoot. Hoot hoot. Initially when I was making the cover, I didn't have like anything sketched out. I was just like, I'll just do whatever freehand, whatever comes to mind. I had this idea of like sunken treasure that I didn't end up in the final piece, but I had this, the initial idea was like kind of like this sunken treasure being like Pandora's box, and I was gonna actually write on the sketchbook Tina's bad idea book or something like that, and it just, I don't know, just be like a sketchbook full of like weird things that no one else is really supposed to see, that it's just like, oh, I have this idea, let's make it and not post it anywhere. Let's just get it out of my head and just put it to paper so it can stop haunting me. But I didn't end up going with the sunken treasure concept, but I still kept it tropical. And so I was like, well, I like the photos where it's like half underwater, half above water. So let me stick with that. Let me go with that. And I made like a cute little island, like the edge of an island, and you can see the waves coming up against the sand, and a couple of huts. And I was like, oh, it's cute. And I didn't make I couldn't find this certain shade of green that I wanted. And so I had intended to make some of the palm trees like brighter and like happier looking, but then I couldn't find my shade of green. I ended up finding it like a full day later, and I was just like, wow. So that's what we're doing in 2023. We're just hiding things from myself. So making the above part with the island and the waves, that was pretty simple to me because I've been doing that for a long time. But the underwater part with the coral and the fish and the stuff, I was kind of thrown for a loop because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, because I had started making, at this point I still kind of had the chest idea in my head, and then I started laying down some coral, and then I was like, dang, I should have made some coral in the background before I started this coral in the foreground. And so I had to like delicately try to put in things in the background and try to go over things in the foreground. And so it was like a mixing, I panicked a little bit, to be honest with you. And then when I started adding in the fish, I had this idea, what if this was like an underwater camera shot? And I was like, oh, okay, that'd be interesting. And so then I added in the black lines and the little record symbol in the corner, and I dated it as if the timestamp I added in as the date of my sketchbook. And then after I did that, I went back in and I added some more fish with like different colors. I did some yellow ones and some blue ones and different things, and then I put my name on the sketchbook. And after the painting was done, I put on a generous coating of satin finisher to give it some nice shine and gloss. So and also to protect the image as well. So we'll protect it from weathering and scratches a little bit. You know, obviously if this gets like stabbed or something, it's gonna come off. But yeah, that's what I decided to do. And I do have a couple sketches in here already, but like they're not ready for the world. Yeah, but I think it's very cute. I think it's very fun, and I think it's the perfect thing for a summer sketchbook, because the goal is to fill the sketchbook this summer so I can get used to drawing more form and more faces and try to really develop my own drawing style. Text portraits, yes, that's a particular style and particular technique that I do, but just in everyday sketches and drawings and things, I feel like I don't really know what my voice is when it comes to that. With painting, it's like a mix between my own thing and Bob Ross. So I feel like I've really found my voice when it comes to painting, when it comes to text portraits, when it comes to that kind of stuff. I I know what I'm doing, and I know what I want. But when it comes to other things, like just basic sketching, there's a lot that I still need to learn, and there's a lot of areas I need to grow in, because I haven't studied anatomy a ton. Face structures, bone structure, stuff like that. Yes, I have. I've drawn a lot of faces in my life, but when it comes to the rest of the human body, not really. And so the goal of this sketchbook is to, this summer, to try and find that voice, try and find what exactly my style is when it comes to just drawing. So thank you everyone who watched this video. If you like this and you want to find my other stuff, see other things that I've painted and other things that I've made, you can go to tinastexportraits.com. All my socials are right over here. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next Friday, Saturday at the latest, with a new video. But thank you and goodbye.